everybody and welcome to the Fleet Showcase. Today we are going to have a look at some aircraft. These aircraft are from the collection of SL. The minis in the showcase are from the heroics and Ross 1/300 scale World War I German planes or 6mm. These miniatures were used to play Tumbling Dice's Duel of the Aces and Nights in the Sky. In this showcase, we will feature the Albatros D.II, Albatros D.III, 5, the Fokker Triplane, the Halberstadt CL.II, the Hanover CL.IIIa, Rumpler C.IV, and the Gotha G.V. All these planes look fantastic, and before we show you the showcase, I must commend SL on the patience and effort he put into these pieces. Now let's start with the Albatros D.II. Now this was a German fighter aircraft used during World War I. The Albatros D.II was brought into service in 1916. The D.II, with its high speed and heavy armament, won acclaim and managed to win air superiority back from Allied fighter types such as the Airco D.H.II and the Nieuport 17. After a successful combat career in the early war, it was gradually superseded by the Albatros D.III. SL tried to replicate the lozenge scheme, and I think it's pretty alright, but we both agree that it looks much better from a distance. The Albatros D.III was a biplane fighter aircraft used by the Imperial German Army Air Service. The D.III entered squadron service in December 1916 and was immediately acclaimed by German pilots for its maneuverability and rate of climb. In April 1917, the Albatros received an order for an improved version of the D.III. The resulting D.V prototype flew later that month. The D.V closely resembled the D.III and used the same 170 horsepower engine. SL painted both these planes in a fantasy style scheme because he wanted these planes to be part of his Flugen Tiergarten Juster. The Tiger scheme was also his first 1/300 scale plane. The Fokker Triplane, often simply known as the Fokker Triplane, was a World War I fighter aircraft. The WW1 saw widespread service in the spring of 1918. It became famous as the aircraft in which Manfred von Richthofen gained his last 19 victories, in which he was also killed on the 21st of April 1918. These two were also fantasy schemes as the Blue Baron and the Purple Baron. The Blue Baron was accidentally dusted in grey instead of a matte varnish spray, and SL left it that way. On the Purple Baron, painted on the elevation is Ernst Uder's Du Doch Wich, done freehand at his first attempt. These planes are also to be part of his Flugen Tiergarten. The Halberstadt CL.II was a German two-seater escort fighter ground attack aircraft. The CL.II entered service in August 1917 and proved extremely successful. Its excellent maneuverability and rate of climb and good field of fire for its armament, allowing it to match opposing single-seat fighters. SL designated the red tail for squadron identification and the numbers for aircraft identification. Hanover CL.III. The Hanover CL.III was a German military aircraft of World War I. It was also a two-seat multi-role aircraft, primarily used as a good ground attack machine. Like other Hanover light C-class or CLs, this aircraft was designed by Hermann Dorner. It included an unusual biplane tail, allowing for greater firing arc from the tail gunner. The CL.III, powered by a 180 horsepower Angus AS3 engine. The colors were based on the description that SL read somewhere, and the numbers are the aircraft ID. The Rumpler C.IV is a German single-engine two-seater reconnaissance biplane. Its exceptional ceiling allowed pilots to undertake reconnaissance, secure in knowing few Allied aircraft could reach it. The camo for the Rumpler was based on a model kit. This was also accidentally doused in grey primer instead of matte varnish. Gotha G.V. The G.V entered service in August 1917. The Gotha G.V was a heavy bomber used by the Imperial German Air Service during World War I. Designed for a long-range service, the G.V was used principally as a night bomber. The camo for this was also based on a model kit, and I think it looks pretty good. So that wraps up another World War I aircraft showcase. The planes featured here were a challenge to shoot and make into a showcase, but despite many efforts, I like how it turned out. So if you like what you see and would like to see where else we go on this channel, the best way is to like and subscribe. And if you've already done so, thank you so much. And don't forget to enjoy painting those figures.